Hey guys, this is Jen from Head to Toe, and today I wanted to share with you my naughty and nice list for 2011. I did this last year where I just sort of did a really short overview of my favorite top 5 products for this whole year, and also my top 5 most disappointing products for this year. And so let me just start off with the naughty list. Number 1 on the naughty list, it wasn't like it was really naughty. When I first tried it, I thought it was okay. This is the Suave Dry Shampoo, and it's only like $2 or $3. It's really inexpensive and has quite a large bottle. I didn't give this a really negative review at first, just because compared to like my Batiste Dry Shampoo, it was okay. But I did find after using it several times that the initial application would soak up the oils in my hair and make my hair look better, but by around 3 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, my hair looked greasy again. And I think that's a little bit unacceptable for a dry shampoo. So despite it being so affordable and easy to find, I mean, I just got mine at like Target, I think, and I had a coupon, so it was basically free. I still would not repurchase this. I do have another Holy Grail dry shampoo, which will be on my nice list, but I will share that in a little bit. So number 2 on my naughty list is actually pretty naughty. This is the Covergirl Lashblast Length Mascara, and this is in the water-resistant formula. I had my fingers crossed that it would promote the length of my lashes and be, you know, waterproof and thereby holding my curl, but again, I've learned my lesson. Water resistant and waterproof are not the same. If you want your lashes to be curled, find a waterproof formula, because water resistant will do diddly squat. I didn't get any volume, which of course it doesn't say that it will, but I didn't really get length either. And again, it didn't hold my lash curl at all. It didn't have a particularly clean formula. It just didn't do any of the things that I need a mascara to do. So in my opinion, this is probably not the best one. I actually really recommend, instead of this, getting the Covergirl Lash Exact waterproof formula in the purple container, this but waterproof, or the Covergirl Lash Blast waterproof, which is actually the mascara that I use on my clients. This one, I don't think I would use this on myself or my clients or anybody. I really don't recommend this. So number 3 on my naughty list, I wouldn't really expect to put this on my naughty list, but it just didn't work as well as I would have hoped. This is the Shiseido Tsubaki Extra Cleansing Shampoo. This is like a deep cleansing formula. I've heard other people talk about cleansing shampoos and how they're the type where you use it about once a week to get rid of the product that's been sitting on your hair and give your hair a fresh start. And apparently your hair works really better with products and doesn't get as weighed down and greasy since it's like really cleaning it. This one, it's a really strange formula. You pour it out and it's super liquidy. I don't know if you can see this, but it's not a very gel-like consistency. It's very watery, so when you pour it in your hand, it kind of like runs everywhere, and you need a lot of it to actually clean your hair. I find that if I just use a little bit, it will super clean a certain concentrated area and not really move around to the rest of my head. Plus, my hair actually, I know it's supposed to kind of strip it, but it does feel really stripped, and then it doesn't necessarily respond to other products as well as I would hope. I think there are probably better, cheaper, more readily available cleansing shampoos out there, so if you were thinking about getting this, I would skip it and just go and get like your drugstore Neutrogena cleansing shampoo instead. So number 4 on my naughty list, I know I've kind of talked about this in a video and I got a little bit of flack because I was using it incorrectly, but this is the Pore Peeling Tsururi. I bought this at Mitsuwa in New Jersey, and the reason this is on the naughty list is because I did go back and I tried it using it the correct way, which is to apply it on your nose and then you sort of massage it once it's about, you know, tacky kind of dry, and that's supposed to help clear up blackheads. But I found that after doing that a few times, it really didn't seem to make any difference at all on my blackheads, so instead I would probably recommend the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask, which I really do love, and I do see a visible difference. This, I don't feel like it really did anything. I mean, I guess it was kind of fun to use, but what's the point of a product if it doesn't really work? So that's on my naughty list. And then finally, the last thing on my naughty list is this Barielle Intensive Hand Treatment Cream. This actually even comes with some cotton gloves. You're supposed to apply this at night with the gloves and sleep, and then in the morning your hands are supposed to be really nice and moisturized. The formula of this is again a little bit strange and kind of different from my other hand creams. I found that it kind of left a film on my hands after I woke up in the morning. Like, it felt really waxy and like it was just sitting on top of my hands and not actually penetrating and making my hands really nice and soft feeling. I felt like if I touched anything it would just be kind of like almost slimy waxy. It was kind of gross. So if you're thinking about getting a new hand cream, I would say skip this and instead try the Crabtree and Evelyn hand therapies. The Spring Hill one is absolutely my favorite hand cream. That's the one I keep by my bedside. So skip this, get that instead. So now is my favorite part. This is my nice list, which these are pretty much items that have made it to my holy grail list this year. And to start off, no surprise, I really love the Revlon Lip Butters. Now, I know a lot of you have been saying these aren't really hydrating for your lips, and I feel like the name Lip Butters is a little bit misleading because I really think this is more of a lipstick that happens to be more hydrating than other lipstick versus a lip butter that happens to have more color. If I wanted to put one thing in my purse that is a lip product and I didn't really have room for anything else like a lip balm and a lip gloss and a lipstick, I would just throw one of these in there and be totally happy. So here I wanted to show you my two favorites, and that is Peach Parfait, which is perfect for an easy, everyday wearable lip color that goes with everything. And then my favorite statement bright lipstick is this one called Lollipop, and I've worn them both in videos. I love them to death. My number 2 on my nice list is totally unexpected for me, but I have so fallen in love with this blush. This is the Tarte Amazonian blush in Exposed, and ordinarily I wouldn't even gravitate or try out this kind of color because it's a little bit on the brownish side, as you can see by the packaging, and it just doesn't look that exciting in the pan. But somehow when you put this on your face, it magically transforms into the perfect blush for every day, all the time, everything. It's such a flattering blush. I've used it on my mom and me. Woo! And anybody else I've seen use this blush just looks so nice with it on. It's matte, which means it's not too distracting, and it just goes with everything. It's like the most natural blush I've ever owned. And it's been really difficult for me ever since I bought this to use any other blush, and I know a lot of you on Twitter and YouTube comments have said the same thing, that when you bought this blush it's really difficult to put it down. It's like the only blush I use anymore. I really have to force myself to use other blushes, especially like in tutorials and stuff. I'll use other blushes just because this is the only one I use every day. So I told you I was going to mention another dry shampoo, and I have found my holy grail dry shampoo. This is the Stila Hair Refresher in Jade Blossom, and I actually found out about this from my old coworker. She was a big fan of Stila and she loved this dry shampoo. And I always kind of was hesitant about buying it because the price is a little bit pricey and you can pretty much only buy it on Stila's website. But I do not regret this at all. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep buying this until they stop making this. I have not had a more effective dry shampoo before. I've tried Batiste and Suave and a lot of other like easily available ones, and I found that they work okay, but by the end of the day they just don't hold up perfectly, and this one never fails. Like literally, I know this is kind of gross, but I can go 2 days without showering and use this in the morning, and by the end of the day it looks like I just fixed my hair. It's really stupid how well this works. I don't know what magic is in it, but it just is the, I don't know, most absorbent and like volume giving dry shampoo I've ever used. And this particular scent, Jade Blossom, is actually really nice. It's just a really fresh scent. It's not too babyish, and it just makes my hair look so nice and gives it some extra boost. So I really, really recommend this. This is the Stila Hair Refresher. And I also wanted to talk about, I know I haven't really talked about any makeup brushes this year, but I have tried out quite a few. I would say by far my favorite brush that I've used this entire year is the Sigma F84 Angled Top Kabuki brush. And this is one of their Sigmax brushes. Sorry, mine's a little bit pink because I used some cream blush on it before. But I thought this was cuter than my other one covered with foundation, which is brown. I love this brush so much. Like, I was actually kind of not a fan of using foundation brushes before. I would use them in my kit just because it's more hygienic than putting your hands all over somebody's face, but it does leave kind of a streaky finish. I did have a sponge, but those are always really actually annoying to clean because the foundation gets stuck in all of the little pores. This is my new favorite foundation brush ever. Like, it literally makes your face look like it's airbrushed. I don't know, it's just because the fibers are so soft and so dense, and I cannot find another brush that works better than this for applying foundation. Not to mention, it works so fast and so easy. I just think it's wonderful. I just don't want to even put foundation on my face with my hands anymore, which I really love to do because this makes it look so perfect. So pick this up. If you get one brush from Sigma, it should be this one. This is the F84 Angled Top Kabuki. Finally, the last item on my nice list is another one where I was surprised to find a new holy grail of, and this is the Tarte Smooth Operator Powder. I've tried out quite a lot of new powders this year, and a lot either seem to be too powdery or they'll look really nice, but then my skin will get really oily after a short amount of time. And I think this is a good compromise between the two. I really like the finish of like silica powders like Makeup Forever and stuff like that, which it gives a nice finish when you first apply it. But for me, after a few hours, that really kind of wears off and my skin just doesn't look quite as nice and smooth and matte as it did before. With this, I feel like it is a nice balance where I do get that kind of airbrushed finish when I first apply it, but it also lasts quite a long time and really controls my oils a lot better than some of the other powders that I've tried. I'm not a huge fan of loose powders because I find them to be a little messy, but I will so forgive it for this powder just because it works really well. I mean, the powder is just white. It just blends into your skin so nicely and gives such a nice, perfect skin kind of finish. I really recommend this, and I'm so shocked that there are two Tarte items because I haven't really tried a lot of Tarte in the past and I've been really impressed with their products. So 2 items on my holy grail list for the end of the year. That's a pretty big deal. So anyway, I guess that is the end of my naughty and nice list for this year. And I know I did this kind of late, but if you still would like to post yours up as a video response, or even if you just want to leave down below in the comments what your top 5 products and your most hated 5 products are, you can do that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I forgot to mention this, but if you would like to see the makeup tutorial for this look, I will be posting it very soon. I think it's actually going to be the next video. It's my New Year's super glam kind of look. So I will put a link up here when I have that posted. If you like more information on the products that I talked about, I will have those all listed on my blog, as well as little mini reviews on them in my blog entry. That'll be on FromHeadToToe.com. And if you have any questions for me, you can always ask me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/FromHeadToToe. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe up there and also like and favorite the video down below. This is Jen, and happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!